Zero. Wasif. 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 What do you not get into when your own zones, your own zone? It's not your zone, right? What do you not understand? What then goes to yourself, to your in what you were, are. Do you deserve? Do you not go back to what goes where? David, yes, it's one of those days. Let's go. I like to see, but I don't like to maybe. Oh. They can't have no one. They can't have that one. You can't have that one. You can't. Wasif. Wasif. And also that, you know, when we add the no, then Wasif then becomes Wasif. So you have to turn yourself into the dog. You have to turn yourself into. You need to get yourself there. The he then turns to what? How to do that? You see, in that city of Lahore, they have that now. How to create that? It's magic. It's like a wizard. You can do that to an individual. You can create and not. You're not a hero. Yes, that's what we want to eat. That's what you get. You need to be in touch with that side. You know that rule. Yes? It's a rule, man. It's the law. That's the law. The law means you must have that side within the soul that you might not get when you are what? I will, David, thank you. When you are what? When you are what? You're gonna get the copyright to get yourself out then, aren't you? We got our own way. That's our role. That was your role. You had a role. When? Oh dear. Every answer. They can't. What's inside where? How we know? Go on. Go on. That's the name. That's on the. You know that's on the right. You know that's the paper. The name's go on, sir. Go on. Yay! Whatever you used, go on. That's it. You'll get your answer. It will go inside, and that's gonna put the pound with the pound. Go on. Your name's up. We said it. The words were used. Go on. Go on. Go on. On the paper, you have got it there, right there. That's what the words were on the right. Your name was Go On. Well. We knew it. We could do that. How then? Well, the way the right words were, right words words? What words? We need the words. What words? What words? You said, go on, and the paper was at the side. You're on a record where you won't know why. You will go on. You will. Oh, now. Everyone's got one. We all got one. There was the answer. You know why? Because you were not where you were in those previous years. In those years, where were you? We say you do, you get. Where you gonna go? Do we need to give you every right? The paper. It was not the color. Because now I know. You will know. We will know. Everyone will know. What you gonna write? We wanna hear. We wanna know now. Why? Just at the sign. Do not know why. Right. We had it. It was the 999 ray. What was the 999 ray? Bye. Go. Leave. You are not known. You know, when everyone gets the real answer, what's gonna make one not know? You gotta make sure you won't go. Why? I'll give you one. What's gonna go when I will now put myself where you were? I put myself where you were, making a little right, you gotta go. So now I'm gonna put myself there. I'm gonna say to you, where are you gonna go? I'm gonna make sure that all those rights that were there were done dot to dot when you were that to where one was not. No? Yeah? Learn. What? What you're gonna learn? I'm gonna stand in that power. No. Yes, we are. Oh no. We're not gonna, there's no other answer. You're gonna be put there. You're gonna give what you're gonna give. What you're gonna write on that piece of made from where you've not hit. What are you gonna write there? Go on. You won't get your why. We're not your son. We're not the weather. We are not our creator. What are you trying to get out there? Why? I'll give you why. You say, I will go, you will go. No, you. No, I will make sure. And you say that's why, you will go. You will leave. You don't deserve. Like we were not knowing behind the scene that we won't deserve. I will until my last breathing breath, until I leave the world. You tell oneself go, you will go. And I will write down whether I get the power or not. I will do what one can without any power, without any role. It's time for you to say where one was gonna not go, that you're gonna go now. That's what they used to do in those days, don't they? We send them. We'll give you a role though, don't worry. Do we have a vote? Should we say yes or no? Write it, vote it. That's the way. Why? Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve where one was. You don't deserve your own no. You don't deserve it. Why? Because lies like you want to make sure the law's not the law. Right? Lies like you want to convert the laws to the new one. What's the new one? Just because you got them doesn't mean you are. We're gonna put down our own. We're gonna calculate it and we're gonna ensure that you won't deserve. You won't deserve. Why? Because you would put down that I would know. So then you would know. You know why? I will go in. I will go with the voice that will be known two. No one, no two. I will continue the words. I will. You say one will go, you will go. You will leave. We all live, we all live. Then another one will leave. Then another one will live. Then another one will go. Why? Because that's what you do behind you. What? What do we call that? I told you one day. What do we tell you back? What do we write when you try to turn the law into the law that's not? What do we write? What do we give you? We try the nicer way. We give you the words. Well, that's not worked. What do we give you now then? Well, let's try the not so nicer way. Let's give you what words? All the ones. Better not use a word that's not yours. Go on. You see why? Because I was. Where was I? Where? Yes. Where? What's where? What's where? Go on then. Sir. Congratulations again to the Weckhams for Sir David Weckham. Deserve it. I would word that. But another one won't. And then we have the debate. Why would one not? Go on. You're going to make yourself popular. Why would you not? They won't deserve it because I'm not getting me right there, right now. Because, go on. What was the name? Because they said no to one and they didn't say yes to yay. Right. And then we stand with the rights. We're behind the scenes. That's our justice. We deserve what we read. What deservance will you get? We'll make it our world, the world that we want. What's the world that you want? Poppies on the floor, sandals in the rain. We drive, no we won't. That's the end of the day. They don't get the words. They don't get the... They won't become the cat. They won't do the what. They won't play the what. Would that put the answer to the wherever? Well, you won't become one of those. I know I would not. I know I would not. I know I would not. Why? Because that does not look like a person that would have any control over their react whatsoever. You look like you go crazy. You have. I need it. You must have it on. We'll give it to you on the side. No way. Did you really do that? Yes. Why? Because I care. You won't. Oh. We need to will you. Do you care? Why would you care? You care when you want. You care when you want. I care. Yes. Do I care? I. Do I care? You. Do we care? Yes, we do. Why would we care? Why would we care? Because we do. Why would you want to know why we care? Why we care? Why would you want to know why we care? Go on. There's no, it's only you now too. No, why? Can we direct it elsewhere? No, we can't. It's the words that you'll get. That's the answers that will there. We'll sort it. You will. But anyway, will you? Nah, well, what you gonna get? Where you gonna go? What you gonna do? What you gonna... You know what? One cannot. You there. We'll cut the talk. You cannot have the talk. That was the answer. We'll write it. How did you learn that? 1940. No, why did you? 1940, yes. But you were not there in the world in 1940. How was that? Yes. How would you have learned 1940 without having lived there whatsoever? You knew the word, yes, day. It turns to a day because you are not where you want to be, are you? You are not where you were you? I knew that. Why? The insults were always the insults. You have got to take the insults. You've got to take the worst ones. My words were cruel, or because I know you, because you know you. But the know you ones will hurt. That's the world. They will hurt. Can you bear that one? The words you shed every week. Why would they not hurt? Because they have a Lord. What's yours? It's right one sign, it's not right on another. But we give you that name. We deserve that. Whoa, we did. The words will hurt. Now the talk goes out. You have no other words. They learned that when we were not there. They told you the only word that we'll use back when you want to react will be a talk that will be one not to wash with the soap and water. Oh no! That was not to use. What else would you call it? You swore. No. When would you swear? We heard it. When would you hear it? Because you got in where you would not. Why would you do that when you would not? You know it's a with the other one. Why would you do that? Go on. Sorry everyone, I'm in a bit of a learn of why lives can go to a level beyond their own. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . there. See, the words will always hurt. The words will get in you. So you're prepared, then go. Go! But not with oneself. I'm not with you. One's not with you. I'll give you the... And then look what you... Look. One won't like you. Just get it through. There's no other words that one can use. Like you won't like you. Woo. Then what goes there? You're going anywhere. What's wrong with you? Because of another reason. Because of another reason. Because of another. Yes. Because of lies like you, we can't get what we are trying to do, what everyone else would do. But then lives like you came here for the what? The value. Yes. When you were here for the value, and then you were told you could not, then what would you do, and where would you gone? Yes, you see, the sticks and stones policy was not thought later on of what one will bother oneself then. Well, we've got no pounds to buy anything. Then what now? Then what would you do? Well, then the sticks and stones don't want hurt the words. But I got no pounds to do anything. Would you not though? Then what? Then you won't deserve. Why are you not there? Ah. You see, maybe then some insults might work. You can't have any pounds. You can't have any nows. You see the concern. Why would you get any whatsoever? All. We had it in. We had it on. You're one of those. I can't even give you any. Merci beaucoup, Grand Carlos, for your help. So what would you give from that kind of no? It's beyond, sir. It's beyond no. They cannot live their own lives because they would say you would not like and you would not deserve any kind of right. Then they would want to know whether that's the point to say. Don't say any whatsoever. Oh, they do it, but they will do it in the unclean ways, the snide ways, snary, like the snake. But can you do the dance of what they like the cobra? Maybe that's what we were to our Creator. Maybe that's what we will deserve. Where? Maybe we should be put down flat on the ground. They said, well, we were given the note that the snake was the devil, but then that would be a bother to one that keeps one inside their own household. So, however, the lives that we were given, then to turn ourselves into one of those, to put ourselves under. We knew what one could have done, but one could not because we made rules on the right one. One day, they'll say you are right. We'll give you a wave and we will say, I. We'll give the words. You know that the words will give you the wine. You know that the paper will give you the right. get. We want every word our way. Every individual was motivated with a pound or a pence. Were you? No. What you motivated with? Love. Where you gonna go? You said your words were love. Where you gonna live? We live in the real world. What you doing then? No, let the whatever go. What do we get then? Because we know that the point was that one would say don't get into anything other than what was done. Why? Because we like that. However, now you can see that because I did not have my walk gone, and then it's under your own, but you have the role to get yourself out there. Yes, pick a side, pick one. Why? No, it's got to be a 45 or a pose. No, don't say that word. Why? Because that's not no. Whoa. Yes. See. Make it to make it to the way you want it. We want it that way. Yes, of course you do. You want it that way, of course. We'll make it that way. And you want to do the other, yeah, but then that's a sign of bad behavior. That's what you are then to the outside world here. They got a deer out here. Well, that's how we were told to write on the paper. Dear sir. If you do not use the madam. Dear sir, madam. Obviously, now we live in the gender neutral law world where we need to consider what you would write after sir and madam. Andy, I'm not knowing that. So we're going to have to learn that on what we call the person that was behind the scene. What was the wire? The internet. Damn! It's going to be a bad day. It's not going to sticks and stones. It's going to be the crowbar. So what do you have to say to yourself now? You see, now even a sorry won't work. Sorry's over. You can't say sorry and that's it. That was done to you, so why not do it to anyone else? Everyone else then. Why not? Yes, sorry will work. It's not a sorry and a yes. Go. Now. There are others, you know. It's not a... What's sorry in the other words? You have not learned sorry in the other words. Why not? Right. Use Mr. Translate. There's always not the device. That's how you hear it. They put the paper to the side. The books are gone. Why? Because the eyes can glue to the screen and you can put a video on the right. Would you like to read or would you like to not? Screen to the eye. Gone. Now. Gone. Yes. The brain.